Well,
hello, Internet!
hello.
Hello.
This is at least part of Cinematic for the People.
Part of.
I'm Jim.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Russ.
And we are the core riffing group for Cinematic for the People. And were you calling like for a fist bump there, Mike?
I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, virtual fist bump, everybody.
And I'll form the head.
Heart. Anyway, the movie this week. If we see another sci-fi movie for the next 2 times we do this, and I have to watch another batch of morons flying around in a cardboard spaceship, I'm going to start murdering people in real life.
Understood.
So instead, we're going to watch Jessie James meets Frankenstein's daughter.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Because they could. That's the only explanation I can come up with for this movie is because they could. Comics. Any relation, Mike?
I don't think so. Is this a Pokemon movie? Because I'm thinking it's a Pokemon movie.
Where the thing comes out of the thing and they like to fall.
Sort of American pickles than anything else. I don't think that person knows it's going to be carrying all of that crap, though. Challenge coordinator. So if anybody in this movie seems particularly uncoordinated, blame her.
¿Por qué tuve que perder a mis 2 hijos? ¿Por qué se los llevaron? ¿Por qué? ¿Qué he hecho para que me castiguen así? Has everyone gone?
Finally, we're alone
We
together.
are the only ones left.
Just you, me, and my industrial strength screwdriver here.
No. She said she would not come back until she saw Francisco and brought him back to us.
That cursed house. Esa maldita casa. Ever since those 2 came here, there's been nothing but death and sorrow.
Our Francisco, how is he?
I don't know, Mama. They will not let me see.
But why?
They say he has the
He's
sickness.
down with the sickness?
Dios mío.
Ah.
Virgen de mi vida, Virgen Santa. Virgen Santa.
Why? Why must we lose our sons and brothers to them?
Perhaps it is God's
That's
will.
our answer to everything. Gee.
God's will. God's will. Was it God's will that Agustin Rojas should die?
Him too.
And that other boy, Jose Alvarez? No. I say no. It's because of them.
You speak in anger, Juanita. The children became ill. El Patron and his sister, both great doctors, could not save them.
They became ill only after they went to work in that awful place. And why were they buried at night? So we could not see them. To give them a Christian burial. Why? Why?
You know why. They told us the children died of some strange contagious disease and had to be buried at once.
What shall we do now?
We cannot go without Francisco. We must wait.
Or
and
keys.
pray. I don't know what else to do.
Meanwhile, at Matt Painting Manor. Hey! Hey, you kids, get off the lawn!
Another wonderful storm. I congratulate you, dear brother. You were correct in choosing this wild land.
It was not I. It was Professor von Metzler who said in southwest part of America you'll find these electrical storms you need.
I just got back from working with Barry Manilow.
Modest, Rudolph. You never do take any credit for what you do.
I want no credit for these terrible things we are doing here, Maria. All I want is to go back to Vienna.
Vienna. We will not see an electrical storm there in months. But here the very gods conspire to give them to us all the time. Well, we go to work.
Sounds like
the hat that allows you to drink 2 things at once is almost complete.
In a moment we shall know if we have succeeded.
Did we? How about now? There's far too many moments. I'm just giving up.
White lab coats say they're scientists, but that helmet says the Jamin. The Jamin.
Well, all the special effects are turned on. Well, we should get to the experiment.
Where the hell did we go? Gotta wear my pants.
Whoa, he's going on a little camping trip.
I just came to bring you a pizza. Why are you doing this to me?
Dead in 30 seconds or less.
It's a nice touch, though.
Quick, prepare the injection of digitalis.
I wonder what's in that bottle.
Hurry up with the digitalis.
Oh, he is so fired if she finds out.
You took long enough.
Bingo!
I would think you did not want him to live. He's dead. What a fool I've been. I've allowed the duothermic impulsator to be attached only to the body. Let's see what Grandfather's notation says. You see? The duothermic impulsator must also be attached to a living brain to transmit living
I should really have read this thing before we started.
But such a powerful electric impulse might prove fatal to the brain of a living person.
That chance I am willing to take. It's because we've been forced to use the brains of children that we've failed. What we need is a man. A powerful man, a giant.
Strong and virile
Then
man.
we shall-
One can stand up to me in my
What
needs.
would we do to succeed?
Imagine. We'll have someone to do our bidding who can't be put to death. just as we have given it life, only we can take its life away.
Maria, we've already caused the death of 3 children and violated the graves of others just to make the experiments.
My, you're a humanitarian. You should have stayed in Europe and given pink pills to sweet old ladies.
Doesn't sound like a bad gig, actually.
This is the last artificial brain Grandfather Frankenstein made. The secret of how to make these died with him. If I fail in this last attempt, I too am willing to die.
Is it so terrible to fail?
You're a fool, Rudolph. We hold
I should really put a cover on this
in
thing.
our hands.
Maria, this has already cost Grandfather his life. And Father has never...
Father was a weakling. He dared not try the experiments, only on paper.
Ah, he was into origami.
You know, Rudolph, sometimes I think you remind me of Father.
What do you want to do next? There's no one else left to experiment on. This boy was the last. And his sister Juanita was here demanding to see him.
What did you tell her?
The same as the others, that the boy has a highly contagious disease and cannot be seen.
Good. These peasants are ignorant and superstitious. We have nothing to fear from them.
When the Lopez family finds out that Francisco is dead, they will leave, like the others. He'll be alone, all alone in this wilderness, in this...
With you!
I can't stand.
Everything is just right here. The isolation, the electrical storms for the energy we need. I know you want to leave. Well, you can't. Where would you go? Vienna? The police are looking for us there. They did not understand our work any better than these peasants. Rudolph! We are safer here than anywhere else. No. Now that I know what is wrong, somehow I will find the right man to withstand the shock of my experiments. He must be big and strong. Strong as a child.
Are we still talking about the experiment?
Experiment is her euphemism for her lady parts.
This is the time, Stacey.
Yes, it's the thinkiest fake fight in the Old West.
Get up, Rocky! Get up!
Hank, you better win this. We're stone broke.
What makes you think I'm losing?
Is only slightly more believable than the blonde guy from War of the Robots, though.
Well, that's that. Nobody's beaten Stacy since I bought this saloon. That's over 10 years ago.
There's always the first time.
A whole
I'll
dollar.
take that bet money now.
Not so fast. Not so fast. I could have the sheriff lock you two up for disturbing the peace, but I'll make you a deal. Leave town and I won't...
But it was your idea, you jerk.
You better pay up, mister.
Why should I?
Well, for one thing, I beat your man fair and square, I did. For another thing, we need the money real bad. And for another thing, the man you're holding out on is Jessie James.
I heard that Jessie James was killed up at Northridge.
A lot of folks who think that the James boys were wiped out. Well, I'm Jessie, all right. There's only one way to prove it. I'll take that bet money. No hard feelings. You see, we weren't all killed at Northridge. We've sure been on the run ever since, though. That makes a man hungry. Why, Hank and I haven't had anything to eat since, when was the last time we ate, Hank?
It's been one whole day, but seems more like a month.
Hank would have taken your man a lot easier if he'd had his full strength. Now, ain't that right, Hank?
Yep. How about that steak now?
Now, that's an idea. And we'll pay
Then he's
for
going to
it
tell me
with
about
your
the
money.
rabbits again.
And I say you had no right to call in Jesse James and his boys. This was our deal. My deal, if you come right down to it. This was that big killing you've always been telling me about. You know, the one you've never been able to come up with? And now you tell me we ought to split it with Jesse James.
If you weren't my brother, I'd
Whoa.
work you over. Do you think we can pull this deal ourselves? The two of us have Pete out there?
Well, at least you could have talked it over with me first.
I'm the leader of the wild bunch. I ain't talking nothing over with nobody. And if you don't
That's
like
a double
it, get
negative.
out.
Just the same, my share is going to be 1/3. And you can cut up the rest between you and Jesse James any way you want to, but
Your share is going to be exactly what I say it is. No more, no less.
Or does Big Brother have to smack a bitch again?
That's Pete's signal.
I asked him to signal as a cougar, but he can only do a loon.
I think that was a dove, actually.
You must be Jesse James.
Mm-hmm.
That Hank Tracy?
Butch Curry. You'd be Butch Curry, head man of the Wild Bunch.
That's right. Come on in, Jesse. Come on
It's
in,
not
Jesse.
that they've introduced everybody. That's very nice exposition.
Jesse James. My brother Jesse James. It's my brother Lonnie. Pete Ketchum, our lookout. Pete Ketchum, our lookout.
Pete?
Hank Tracy.
It's Hank Tracy. Yeah. Lonnie?
Hi.
Pete.
Hi.
Well, this is the bunch. We got hit at St. Joe, Liberty, and Little Blue. We lost 11 men in all.
I can't hardly believe the famous Wild Bunch is down to 3 men.
I don't think the James boys are doing much better. Frank James hiding out in Kentucky as a preacher. And I hear the real Jesse James was shot to death.
I heard he joined Team Rocket.
Everybody is trying to make me a corpse. Well, I don't like it. You trying to make me a liar?
No harm. No harm at all. It's just that there's a lot of four-plushers around here that's claiming to be Jesse James.
Now, we didn't come here for any trouble. We came here to do a little job with you boys. I'm sorry, Lonnie, but you just backed yourself into a corner.
It's really more of a
Take it easy,
wall.
Jesse. He'll be all right when he sobers up. Now, to tell you the truth, Jesse, I figured you'd have more men. I didn't know if you were down to Hank and yourself. But I still think we got enough to pull this. And I think you'll agree that it's worth it when I tell you what it is. Have a seat.
Where are you currently buying your insurance?
Now, on the way here, you pass through the Paseo del Norte. Do you know it?
Yeah, narrow cut about 30 miles out of Bisbee.
Well, we're going to take delivery of $100,000 there.
$100,000?
I thought you liked the idea.
Yeah, way back now.
Money. You sure?
Lonnie's sparking a girl that works at the bank. And when the bank gets fat to the tune of $100,000, they transfer it to Fort Buchanan. And later on, it's sent back east by the Army supply train. Right, Lonnie?
That's right. My word has always been good enough for the Wild Bunch, Mr. James.
No harm. No harm. That's an awful lot of money in one place at one time.
Jesse and me've looked down many a gun barrel for a lot less than that. Hey, Jesse?
This man talk, Hank.
Right, Hank. Seems to me anybody shipping that much money through a narrow pass would figure that's a natural place for a holdup.
That's the way the bank figures it, too. And that's why they send a stagecoach on through the pass with passengers and no money as a decoy.
Decoy?
That's right. When the first stagecoach gets through, they signal a second stagecoach.
Why, that's brilliant! No one will ever think of that!
Waiting for, with the money and no passengers. Simple and sweet, ain't it? What's the matter? Don't you like it?
That's too simple. What's the hitch?
No hitch. The second coach has only a driver and a shotgun.
And that kid with a Pikachu.
We'll hit them so fast they won't know what happened. I'd still like it better if we had more men, but I think we got enough to do it. Are you game? Want to try it?
You know me, Jesse. Whatever you say.
I have no will of my own, you know that.
What's the split?
Well, there's 5 of us. We'll split it. We'll split it 5 ways.
Well, I didn't ride 300 miles for my health.
Jesse?
Marshal, I tell you, I know that's Jessie James. I made sure of that. So you get Jessie, and I get the $10,000 reward, dead or alive.
How do I know you're not sending us right into a trap?
Well, I'm riding right there with him, ain't I? If I was lying to you, it'd be easy enough for you to pick me off. Besides, I'm going straight.
Well, I can't afford not to go along with you, but let me tell you one thing. If you want to collect that reward, you better make sure you stay out of the line of fire.
Marshal, I tell you, I'm going straight. Now, all you got to do is tell your men that I'm on your side. Well, I guess I better be getting back to the boys. They
Me and my grease, my face grease.
We wouldn't want that to happen, would we, Marshal? Well, we got a deal.
Well, he's dead. Just saying.
Apparently back then they only knew bad cop, bad cop.
Now, you men know what to do. But I don't want anybody getting trigger happy because one of them happens to be Jessie James. Now, let's spread out and get up high. You 2 men take this side. Andy, we'll take this side and the horses. Let's go.
Oh, here they come. This is going to be so great. Anyone hear soft giggling coming from those rocks?
All right, Jesse, this is it. Now, remember, after the first coach gets through, they fire 2 shots. That's a signal for the second coach to come on. You got it? You and Hank take that side. We'll take this side.
That's right, Alani. You seem nervous. Something bothering you?
Just what are you driving at?
All right, you 2, knock it off, knock it off. We're all a little edgy. Come on. Lonnie!
Boss, it's like 90 degrees and you're wearing like 3 black layers. Are you hot or something?
There's a price to pay to look like a badass.
Get ready, boys. First coach is coming.
That's the first one.
Weren't you paying attention? God.
Don't go for the first one. Everyone goes for the first one. Yeehaw!
That's the signal. Here she comes now, Jesse.
Here she comes. It's the coach of the universe.
Get ready. Here she comes.
right, Jesse. You haven't got a chance.
Let's get out of here.
Jesse, look out!
No!
Well, we bagged our limit for the day.
Well, that's the end of the Wild Bunch.
Ain't he one of them?
Lonnie? He tells me he's going straight.
Sure I am. You saw me. Didn't I try to help you get Jessie James?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you did at that. Want to thank you, men. Now you better get back your jobs and your homes.
What about you?
My job's going after those two. And I can't say I like it very much either.
I'm going with you, Marshal.
You want that reward pretty bad, don't you, Lonnie?
Yeah, I want that 10,000. But I want to see Jessie James' eyes looking right at me when I shoot him.
I never figured you'd try to shoot Jessie James from the front, Lonnie. All right, let's get these two men in the stage.
Well, I meant after I snapped his neck and his eyes were looking at me from the back, you know.
So did they catch that contagious disease like those kids before?
Oh, it's so tragic. He's lost a few thimbles of blood.
He popped the pectoral muscle.
Just hold it here.
I'll be all right. Won't it, Jesse?
Sure you will. Well, I'll just rest here a while and we'll move on.
Ah, the healing power of dribbling water down his chest.
It did remove the temperate blood, you know. Are they deaf? Did they just not like see like two horses walking up to them?
Señor, no tenemos nada que nos lleve.
It wasn't walking in Spanish.
We have nothing. Nothing.
I don't mean you know, huh?
Oh, bueno. Buenas noches, señor.
Buenas noches. ¿Habla inglés?
Poquito.
He speaks a little bit.
Well, my friend's sick. I wonder if you'd mind if we'd rest with you a spell.
Sí, señor, cómo no.
Gracias.
¿Quién será?
Pues no sé.
¿Quién puede
Yo tengo
traer esta
miedo.
noche?
Por
No,
favor,
hija, no. Espérate a ver quién viene.
Régale a Dios que no sea nadie mal.
Why is he limping? He was shot in the chest.
He gets confused.
He's been shot.
Well, he was cleaning his gun.
He likes pointing it at his chest when he's cleaning his gun.
Great, that makes a much better impression about this guy.
Here, let me help you.
Who the hell did that?
Dip this into the hot water. Right over there.
Now let me get his clothes off.
Oh, wait, you put it in the bedpan, you!
The bullet must come out.
What if it doesn't want to?
No,
There's a doctor in Prescott.
well, we can't go into Prescott. We can't go into any town.
I understand. I knew what you were when you first came into camp.
Your mimes.
Your friend is dying.
Dying?
The wound is very bad. Very bad. I will take him to the doctor.
Yes, the doctor who is, like, killing everyone, but maybe he'll not kill this one.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
The man is dying. I'm taking him back to the doctors at the mission.
No, my child. You must not go back to them.
But I have to. I can't let him die.
And if you go there, something terrible will happen to you.
I'm not afraid.
I say you are not to go back. I forbid it.
But, Papa...
I forbid it.
We must wait a while.
That's fine. We have all the time in the world. No, he's dying. We can't wait.
Geez, Jessie James can sleep anywhere.
And frequently does.
Forbidden. Forbidden.
Go now.
Hank? Can you walk?
Yeah.
Wow, they really are deaf.
Hey, you.
Senor,
Senor, do you speak English?
a little?
We've been following two men. One's a big man. He's been wounded. Do you understand? Comprehenda?
Sí, senor.
Well, did you see them?
No, senor.
¿Dónde está el baño?
Marshal. So you didn't see anybody,
A men came from town and laid their money down, sir.
Take a look at these.
Could have been them.
I got a hunch they were here. Well, folks say Jessie James steals from the rich and gives to the poor. Adios, senor.
You're lying. You're lying to us. They were here and you helped them get away. I ought to kill you.
Let him alone.
Oh, thank God they didn't find the stash.
Juanita, she went away with them in the night. We must go after her.
No. When Francisco died, I swore that I would go away and never come back. And I will not. Not even for Juanita.
Then I will go back without you.
You will be lost in 5 minutes. You will do as I say. As Juanita...
No, I won't. I have a GPS.
You have terrible sense of direction, woman. What are you talking about?
How do you feel, senor? I'll cook you some broth. If Jessie is looking, bring us something to eat. I'll bring you some water.
She suddenly get a Brooklyn accent?
Yeah, I'd love a drink of water from Mud Lake.
Talk about contagious diseases.
I'm pretty sure there is a fish in this. Fish are good for you, though.
It's brain food. You could use some of that.
Jeez, I wonder what that screaming was about, like 10 yards away.
Where's Juanita? I told her to stay here.
I just found a canteen! Score!
Juanita? Juanita?
God, I need a drink.
We don't have any lives, so... Anyway, cinematic for the people.
Hey, I could be playing Star Wars right now, okay? I got a life.
Oh yeah, I could be playing Fallout 3 New Vegas. I went on a killing spree last night because I could go on a killing spree.
Well, fantastic.
I killed everyone in New Vegas. Like, seriously, I just moved from building to building. Like, you're alive? Not anymore.
Just systematically cleaning out the buildings.
I gotta say,
Nice.
I love the Gauss rifle from the Brotherhood. There's a trick where you can pick a couple of them up very easily due to an error in how the Brotherhood guys spawn in their own base. There's a shooting range, and sometimes like 3 or 4 of them will show up in the same thing, and when they do, they start accidentally shooting each other, which causes them to drop their insanely powerful gun, and then you just point it at people, and you pull the trigger, and they go flying in the opposite direction. It's beautiful.
Nice.
It is. There's a bathhouse in one of the New Vegas casinos, and I just filled the pool with dead bodies. It was like, can I get them all to land in the pool? Boom! Boom! Oh, he's flipped. Yeah, yes, he's in the pool!
Yay!
One of my favorite things to do in Grand Theft Auto 3 was to just park a very large vehicle, like next to a sidewalk that was next to the ocean. And it would just, people would just funnel and just like march into the ocean and just die. It was just, I was like, I wasn't even doing anything. And they would just go in there and they'd be like, oh my god!
Oh, man.
Oh, wonderful AI.
In the Conan online game, you could ride horses, and there was an action command that caused the horse to kick. And there was this really skinny mountain pass. And if you parked your horse in just the right place, the only way people could get around you was walking around the back of the horse. And if you timed it right, you could kick the horse and send them flying off the mountain. And that is why I don't play that game anymore. Because I don't know for sure how long a lifetime ban is actually supposed to last. But I know how long it has lasted so far.
We're renaming that the Troll Pass.
Somebody else had the same idea, and there's a fantastic video of them doing it, where they've edited some of their greatest hits together and then set it to yakety sax. It's beautiful.
Oh, man. Oh, she's fine.
He's just a really aggressive flatware salesman.
Now do the double tap to make sure he doesn't come back as a zombie.
Jessie.
I see they have returned in greater numbers. Stupid Indians, why do they have to fight so hard to protect their land?
You saved my life, Jessie.
Meanwhile, Hank's dead.
Up there.
Oh my god, there's a giant painting behind this town.
That is the place I told you about. There's where the doctors are. This is
That's what they mean by a painted desert.
I wait here.
You know how to use one of these?
Yes.
Help me break out of here.
I'm not. Now that you're here, I'll be waiting for you.
Are we gonna go pet the bunnies? And Jessie, please tell me we're gonna go pet them. Why am I leaking?
I love you, man.
Hank's sad. This happened last time Hank go to Tijuana too.
Who is it?
We want to see the doctor. We want to see the doctor. My friend is badly hurt.
Who sent you to us?
A girl by the name of Juanita.
Juanita? Is she back here?
Yes, come on, you're wasting time.
Just a minute. Maria. Maria.
What is it, Rudolph?
2 men. They are looking for a doctor. Perhaps it's the police.
Police here? Hundreds of miles from nowhere? You're a fool.
The girl Juanita is back. She brought them here.
And you're afraid of an ignorant girl? I shall take care of
You're
it.
the reason I have low self-esteem.
Come in. What happened?
You're the doctor?
Yes. My brother and I are both doctors. What happened?
Well, he shot himself cleaning his gun.
How stupid is he?
In that story, huh?
If you talk to him, it's believable.
We will be glad to help your friend, won't we, Rudolph?
This is perfect for us, because he's already brainless.
The laboratory. This way. Take him in there. Put him on the table.
The man's story is obviously a false one.
So much the better. They must be running from the law. Why else would they seek us out? Heaven sent them to us.
Heaven?
Doesn't seem to be...
Whoever. I prayed to several gods last night.
Please wait in
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
hall
really
while we
seem to
examine
me
the
that she'd be, you know, big on the
I'd like to take care of
religion
the horses
thing,
anyway.
besides,
If you put them in the
talking about
lower
herself.
stable, they will be well hidden there.
Well,
I'll be right
Jesus
back.
was all about bringing people back to life too, so they have that in common.
True, true.
Jessie. Jessie.
I wish I had Jessie's girl.
Whom are you calling?
Jessie. James.
Meow, that's right.
Rocket.
Leave me.
Jessie James.
I've heard that name somewhere before. What does it mean?
It's even better than I thought. The one outside is Jessie James. The whole countryside must be looking for these two. Perfect, Rudolph. Perfect.
Yes, because everyone will come here.
Plans for them both.
The exact opposite of what we want.
This wound is bad. It's festering.
It is nothing. He's strong as a giant. What a brute he'll make.
Well, the trail ends here, unless they're hiding behind the giant painting.
Landscaping companies of the Old West.
Howdy, ma'am. I'm Marshal McPhee. We've been trailing 2 men. Did they stop here?
2 men?
Yes, one of them was wounded.
Oh, no. They're not here.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll come in and look around.
I told you they weren't here.
I'm sorry to bother you, ma'am.
Man, I feel great after that dump.
Your friend is very sick, Mr.
Howard.
Ah, yes. Mr. Howard. He has a very high temperature, but my brother is an excellent doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Did I mention he's a doctor?
Won't you come to the library? I want to talk to you. Please sit down, Mr. Howard.
Where are you currently buying your insurance?
Did Juanita tell you some terrible tales about us?
Why did you say that?
Well, what did she tell you?
Nothing. We ran into the Lopez family, and Juanita offered to bring us to a doctor.
Nothing else?
Should she have told us something else?
No, I suppose not. Perhaps you're wondering why we live in this old abandoned mission. The answer is quite simple. My brother and I came here from Europe. We are scientists, perhaps ahead of our time. Our experiments were not always understood or appreciated in our own country, so we had to leave.
See, this is the part we don't care.
When I realized that out here my brother and I could stop from running, I took possession of this old mission and fixed it up for our work.
That still doesn't really
Well, I
exactly
must say it's
answer
different.
why you chose a
I mean,
mission.
making a home out
You
of a
know, whatever.
monastery. It's sort of lonesome, I should think.
It has its compensations. Won't you join me?
Aren't I already with you?
Help yourself.
Well, thanks. It's been a long time since we stopped to eat.
Put that thing away.
Yes, gentlemen.
Howdy, ma'am. I'm Marshal McPhee. We're trailing 2 outlaws.
Outlaws?
You may have heard of my
frightened?
sister, the nanny.
They're not the type to hurt women. Besides, one of them's badly hurt.
And who are these outlaws?
One's Jessie James, the other's Hank Tracy.
Well, my brother and I have neither seen nor heard anyone today. But if we do, we shall send word to you.
By the way, we're doctors.
Where will you be?
Well, I have a feeling they're holding up in this area someplace, so I think we'll spend a few days in Shelby.
Very well.
Thank you.
So, she has a much bigger house. Why does he search the one-bedroom house, but not, like, this gigantic mission? And Jessie James is standing right there.
Just the marshal looking for some outlaws.
Oh, is that all?
Oh, did he say who they were?
No, Mr. Howard. While my brother is taking care of your friend, I hope you will decide to stay here with us.
Well, thanks. Well, I'd like that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I will see if I can help my brother.
I thought we were going to eat.
How is he?
Lost a lot of blood.
He looks all right to me. I intend to use him in my next experiment.
I don't think we need to know
This
that.
terrible experiment. We'll have another death on our conscience.
Don't be an imbecile. If I turned him over to the marshal, he'd be hanged anyway. So what has he got to lose? Now go get that girl, Juanita, to help you. Remember, he must stay alive.
I think it's a mistake to bring her into this house.
Let it be my mistake then. But get her here where I can keep an eye on her.
I see the googly eye machine in the back there is kind of fed up with the whole premise of this movie.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Well, good morning.
Morning.
How do you feel this morning?
Pretty good. You've been awful good to me, Juanita. Hardly anybody's been that good. Except maybe Jessie. I can't thank you enough.
I don't do this because I want thanks.
Juanita, when I get well and Jessie and I leave, will you go with us?
No. I must stay here. Someday, when the Frankensteins leave, my people will come back.
You must be wrong about them, Juanita. Look how good they're treating me.
Perhaps. But out there in the graveyard, I see my brother's grave. No. My place is here.
Then I'll stay here with you.
Oh, no. You mustn't. I won't let you. As soon
You
as
won't let
get
me do
well,
anything I want to do. Come
you must
on.
go.
But Juanita...
No. No.
At least let me touch your boob, Juanita.
You know what? Today, Hank asked me to come with you when you go. Don't you want me to go with you?
Gee, she can never make up her damn mind.
Well, I'm waiting.
When I first met you, I told you, I'm Jessie James. I'm an outlaw.
You are the outlaw. That I know. But you haven't told me. Do you want me to go with you?
This is the weirdest love triangle ever.
There's your answer.
That is all I wanted to know. No.
Well, okay. So,
I can't not leave this place.
Jessie likes
I
her,
must not.
and she likes him. And the
But I
big
had
dumb
to
guy
know
likes her.
that
But
you
I don't
wanted
think
me.
she likes Hank back. And then Frankenstein's daughter likes the big dumb guy, but she's really only after his body. Literally.
Do not be angry with me. You see,
Yeah.
I must stay, just as you must go.
Meanwhile, there's like
Why
no
must I
chemistry
go?
between anyone.
Because I do not trust the Frankensteins.
The brother's just trying to
They
do his damn
wicked,
job. I mean,
they terrible
I'm all
people.
for him.
They will destroy you. They destroy our village and some of our boys. And they will destroy you and Hank. Promise. On my brother's grave. Please. Go. Someday,
You taste like
when things are
enchiladas.
different for you and me, you'll come back. I'll wait.
Excuse me, it suddenly got too bitchy out here.
It's kind of hot inside. I thought I'd come out for a smoke.
Yes, it's nice out here.
It's kind of nice country. Why is everybody except Juanita gone away?
We are scientists. We make experiments. These people are ignorant. They do not understand, and they're frightened. So they've run away.
I mean, you kill a few of them and they just go off the
Some of them
rails.
didn't quite make it.
Ah, yes, Francisco. A sweet child. He became ill, but my brother and I could not save him. He was weak.
Murder a few orphans and everybody gets upset.
Hank is improving.
Thanks to you and your brother. And Juanita.
He's doing even better than I'd hoped for.
How soon do you think we'll be able to leave?
I want to speak to you about that. I want you to stay.
I'm sorry. I made a promise that we'd leave as soon as Hank was well enough to travel.
A promise? To whom?
To myself, you might say.
You are the worst liar I have ever met in my
lonesome out
entire
here,
life.
and very difficult for us. We do not know how to cope with this wild country. Stay here. We need you. I need you. I'm on the verge of a great experiment, and I know I will succeed this time. I will build an empire here. I want you to share in everything. My experiments, my life.
You are one freaky chick.
How can I help you?
Rudolph,
Suddenly we have like a love trapezoid.
I need you. I need your strength.
Hank.
We leave as soon as Hank is well enough to travel.
I'm sorry I made a fool of myself. Good night, Mr. Howard.
So, how'd it go?
You're to find Jessie, Mr. Howard, and give him this envelope.
What is it?
You are to tell him it's a prescription for Hank, that he's taken a turn for the worse, and that we need this prescription to be filled.
But Hank is doing well. And Juanita knows it, and she sees Jessie all the time, especially at night.
Bow, chicka,
So
bow, wow.
you've been snooping around as usual. Well, then you know. To think that this outlaw, with a price on his head, refused me for that girl.
Who isn't a psycho?
Them together too.
So what are you going to do, Maria? Nothing foolish, I hope. What is in this envelope?
I tell you what. It's a note to Jensen, the druggist in Shelby, telling him that the bearer is Jessie James, the outlaw with a price on his head.
No, you mustn't. You mustn't.
Mustn't I? Why not? I would have turned him in before, only...
Only you wanted him for yourself. Oh, you're jealous. You're human after all.
Oh, you're jealous. Oh.
How dare you!
Who's getting slapped in this movie?
You know, he's just going to go nuts at the end
I
and
have
just
to
kill
ride into
everyone.
Shelby to get some medicine for Hank.
And he'd
He's
be
taking the
justified
town
in
to the
doing
woods.
so.
What do you mean? When I saw him this evening, he was fine. Oh, they sending you away to get rid of you.
Now, why would they try and get rid of me? Besides, if you're wrong, it cost Hank his life.
Jessie! Don't trust them. Especially Maria. Please, don't go.
I'll be back.
You know, Jesse's an outlaw. Why wouldn't he just open the envelope to see what it read? Apparently, tampering with the mail is like the one outlawish act he will not do.
You ever mess with the mailman? Those guys are
What you're going to
crazy.
do is insane.
We shall soon see which one of us is insane.
Besides, we should postpone this transplantation until he recovers from his gun wound.
He's recovered enough.
Maria, this is not the same as experimenting on one of the village children. Jessie James will kill us for what we are doing.
Jessie James will be caught and hanged in Shelby. Now get on with the operation.
Jessie.
Still don't understand why she isn't back
you're finished
with her
reporting,
parents
I
at this
shall
point
activate the
instead of
artificial brain.
hanging around here.
Brain fruit.
Sea monkeys? Sea monkeys on the brain? That's crazy!
The brain is ready.
Patient is ready.
Good.
Oh, no, please. I couldn't eat another bite.
I was not aware that brains pulsed.
Or ate.
That dog! He always senses when we operate. I told you to muzzle him.
I forgot. I'm very upset, Maria. I haven't your nerves.
Wait a minute. When did we get the dog?
Yes.
What a stroke of luck. You know, if she was smart, she would, like, you know, lock him out there.
Nobody ever said she was smart.
How would they just...
Now, at the next stroke of lightning, we shall have the answer.
of life, the universe.
Don't do it, Maria. You are going too far. No one should tamper with the laws of God.
Besides, you look like an idiot.
You are no longer Hank Tracy. You are evil. Do you understand? Evil. That is how you will be known. I am Maria Frankenstein. As I think, you will think. We are one. I will command. You will obey. You will live.
We are the Borg.
As long as I will it. You will die when I command it.
Okay.
Remember, you're always under my control. You are now Igor. I command you to arise.
Why did she just decide to change his name? I mean, what was the problem with his name?
Frankenstein. I created you. I command you to get up.
Oh, quit your nagging. Jeez.
Get the digitalis. We must save him.
Ooh, somebody's gonna get it all right.
So why do they keep the deadly poison in the medicine cabinet?
Let me have it.
No.
Why not?
Oh, we're wasting time.
I want to do it. Come on.
So that's it. No! Egon! Save me! Egon, save me! Egon! Save me!
Oh, there she goes again. Nag, nag, nag.
Okay, George, here I come.
He's alive! Alive! Get him, Egon! Get him! Get him!
I don't know what that means. You blanked my brain.
Now.
Wait a minute, is the silver hold legal in this fight?
Football interesting.
With this.
Me like sports.
Succeeding with my experiments.
You have been
I will hug him and pet him and squeeze him and hold him and love him.
Me start career as country music star.
Me need hats to hide ridge on the head. There, it's done. You done? Jeez.
Come. I want Juanita.
Juanita.
Yes. Juanita.
Juanita.
So she took somebody that was perfectly fine and alive and decided to stick another brain in them so she could control them?
Makes sense to me.
Not like Hank needed much persuading anyway. Really. Honestly, if she'd asked him to do any of this, he probably would have done it.
gone. Probably with him. While you got riddance to them both. But I still have you, Igor. Come.
I was not aware they had photocopiers back then.
You rang!
I don't think we want to know what he was doing back there.
What do you want?
I need some medicine.
Well, I'm a butcher, but, you know, whatever.
I'm sorry to bother you so early in the morning, but I gotta have this medicine to get right back.
It's noon!
You know those all-night keggers out in the west?
It's a good thing I can't read.
What's the matter?
No, it's just that I haven't got the medicine handy. If you'll sit down and wait.
Will it take long?
No, just sit there. I'll be right back with the medicine.
Why is his shirt like 7 sizes too large?
They only came in one size back then.
All right, let's go. Shouldn't we wait till Sheriff Buchanan and the marshal get back?
No, I don't think so. They're not going to
That would be the smart thing to do.
You see, Jensen, someone gave them a tip that they knew where Jessie James was hiding out. This guy you saw, what did he look like?
Medium tall, young, dark. Looked like he'd been riding a long way. I'll tell you something
Young?
else. He looked plenty tough.
Jensen, you see this? This is made to take care of tough guys.
I don't want to get mixed up in any gunplay, especially not in my store. I'm a married man.
You're going to do exactly what I say and keep your mouth shut.
I still say I won't mix up in any gunplay. Jessie James, of all people.
Now, Jensen, you listen to me. There's $10,000 reward for Jessie James. I'm going to collect it, and you're going to help me.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I do want you to go back over
Well,
there
that's
and
easy,
make some
thanks.
kind of medicine. Anything. Just act like nothing happened. Now, don't be so nervous. You're liable to catch on.
What about you?
Don't you worry about me. I'll be there. And Jensen, I want you to listen to me and remember this. If anything goes wrong, I'm going to hold you personally responsible.
No.
Nope, everything's perfectly fine. I didn't betray you or anything. Nope, perfectly fine.
Let's get some vanilla extract and some garlic powder. Maybe some bourbon. That's good medicine.
How long is it going to
Hey,
take?
and this one's from me.
Not very long. I got to measure this, you know.
It's like he counted on Jessie James being totally blind.
Well, he's no Greedo.
Please, Jessie, don't shoot me.
How did you know my name?
You know, that guy was just gut shot. He wouldn't be dead yet. He'd be writhing in the floor in agony, screaming. Ah!
Dear God, why don't you give me some medicine?
Hold it. Juanita.
I came to warn you. You must not go back.
What do you mean? Is Hank all right?
No, what they did to Hank, you can't believe it. It's terrible. If you go back, they do the same thing to you.
What are you talking about?
Hank is not Hank anymore.
I have to go back.
If you do,
he got smarter.
I go to the march at Shelby for help. I know what it'll mean if I bring him back with me. But I'd rather see you dead than see you looking like Hank.
I still have to go back to Hank.
I'm sorry, Jessie. I must do it. I love you too much not to. And that's the truth, Marshal. Please, please believe me.
Too bad you didn't tell me about this when I came to your house.
I know. I was wrong. God, forgive me.
All right, let's go.
Thank you, Marshal.
Wow, a law enforcement official actually believed a suspect like this? This is awesome. Unheard
That's
of.
enough, Igor. Quick, Igor, into the house.
Dig a hole, dig a hole.
I wonder who that could be.
Get in there. Be quiet. If I need you, I will call you.
Take your
right.
big penis head around the corner.
Who is it? What do you want?
It's Jessie James. Open up.
I'm glad you're back.
No thanks to you.
Yes, I know what you're thinking. But it was Rudolph. He forced me to write that note.
I want to see Hank right now.
Well, Hank is not here. He and Rudolph left together.
I don't believe it.
I swear it.
All right, if you won't tell me where he is, I'll find him.
Technically, she's correct
Why
that
do you
Hank
treat me
isn't
like
here
this?
anymore.
When you know how I feel about you.
Right, I'll shake the truth out of you.
Igor!
Right, then I'll choke it out of you. Once and for all, what did you do to Hank? I want to know it.
Oh, thanks. Now I know.
Put him on the table.
Everyone in this movie must be sweltering, but Igor there, because like she had like a dress over her lab coat.
Ooh, pretty.
Igor! Go to your room. Your room, Igor.
What did I do? Come on. Oh. If I hear that damn video game system, I am going to ground you, mister.
Save your strength, Jessie James. You will need it. Yes. I knew who you were from the very first. You see, we have something in common. We're both outside the law. That's why I offered you a chance to join me. But you chose to refuse me. You, an outlaw, refusing me, Maria Frankenstein, granddaughter of a count. I will use you in my next experiment. You see, Jessie James, I have won after all.
You have won what?
Where's Hank? What have you done with him?
You will see Hank soon.
Oh crap, I squirted it all out. Now I have to go fill it up again.
Perhaps of Juanita. I've got work to do.
Perhaps it's better if she doesn't see me.
Doctor. Marshal, it's me.
Every time I'm experimenting...
Go away. I'm in the midst of an important experiment.
You wait just a minute. I want to talk to you.
About what?
I've been told you're harboring Jessie James and Hank Tracy.
Who told you such a lie?
Juanita Lopez.
Juanita Lopez. I'm surprised that you're Marshal listening to an ignorant peasant.
Well, just the same, I intend to search this place.
Well, search all you care to. I'll show you around myself.
Wait a minute, do you have a warrant?
Exactly what I'm going to do.
Well, shall we start with my laboratory?
Oh, I can see how I could miss that.
Well, Jessie?
Yep, that's him, all right.
Finally caught up with you.
Igor!
I love how he sees nothing wrong with this.
Nothing?
What? I don't know what you want me to do. You're just pointing.
Hug? Should I hug him? Yes, hugging! I just want to snuggle! I'll beat the big spoon and you beat the little spoon.
Take him in there!
Oh, I'll take him, all right.
Jessie! Jessie!
She is not.
Talk to you! Jessie! Igor!
What?
Come here! Quick!
Get her, Igor.
I really can't do anything quick, ma'am.
Get Juanita.
Oh, yeah.
Juanita. Hank!
Juanita?
Kill Juanita. Kill her. Kill Juanita.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
Jessie! Jessie!
What the?
Juanita.
No! Please!
Kill.
This has happened to every one of my ancestors. I never thought it would happen to me.
I guess you could say that Hank really has flipped his lid.
Hank, it's me, Jessie, Hank. Kill. No. Hank, it's me, Jessie James, your friend. Hank?
Warning, Hank might just be a choking hazard.
Hank, don't make me kill
Oh, what the hell?
I'm starting to suspect this is not the real Jessie James. Oh, come on, he would have snapped his neck by now.
You know, crazy scientist lady decided to rename him Igor, but she totally should have called him Frankenstein.
Ah, you know, that would have been perfect.
Jessie.
Missed opportunity. I know.
Oh, Nita.
Apparently, the good doctor removed all his blood before the experiment.
No, it's just all in his penis.
Fire bad, tree pretty.
Oh, Jessie.
And that's all he ever was.
This Jessie James's friend. Don't really know anything about the guy. He just followed me around. I don't even know why.
Had no identity of his own. Well, now we have the rest of the day to ourselves.
Is free once more.
You want to go make out some more?
Thanks to you. And Hank, my people will come back here. Jessie.
What people? They're all
I
dead.
will be waiting for you here.
No, Juanita. Look, I am an outlaw with a rope waiting for me.
That's not what I want to hear.
That's what he calls his boyfriend.
South of the border. Oh, yeah.
I love you, Juanita.
I know our chemistry doesn't appear that we love each other, but, you know, whatever.
But here I go.
Wait a minute, he's dead! What the hell?
Vaya con Dios. Te amo, mi vida. Go with God.
Is that God?
Yeah, well, I'll be meeting him pretty soon anyway.
Maliki Miki Manka. Out this way.
It's over! Well, this movie certainly was full of stereotypes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why did we have a random Indian attack in the middle of nowhere?
It's a
I
Western.
still don't get that one.
They have the Indians in the Westerns back then. I think it was a law.
It was just a standard random encounter. It's like when you're going to the Goblin King's fortress and you run into a pack of kobolds before you get into the mountain itself. It's just one of those things, you know, to help build up the characters.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that we're missing is, like, the little Chinese coal miner or something somewhere. That's the only person I haven't seen from the Old West that wasn't in there.
No love for you, Jessie James! Oh!
They could have made the pharmacist into an apothecary or something. That would have been hilarious. That's all it needed.
Make him a barber, too.
Yes, and he's the barber.
And the dentist.
And the greengrocer.
They had like one store back then. It was just the store.
Yes. And depending on the part of the store you were in is what you were doing.
Like, well, what do you want? I want chicken feed. Well, what are you doing in the doctor's office then? Just go step 3 feet over there. Okay, there you go.
What are you talking about? The guy that sells you oranges wears a hat.